When we think about life on Earth, it's easy to take it for granted. After all, life has flourished on this planet for billions of years, evolving from simple single-celled organisms into the diverse and complex ecosystems we see today. But what if life as we know it were to disappear? Could it ever re-emerge? It's a profound question, one that touches on everything from biology and geology to philosophy and ethics. In this video, we're going to explore why life might never re-emerge on Earth if it were to disappear, delving into the many challenges and obstacles that would make such a scenario nearly impossible. Part 1. Understanding the origins of life. To understand why life might never re-emerge, we first need to explore how life began in the first place. The origins of life on Earth remain one of the greatest mysteries in science. While we have some ideas about how life could have started, the exact processes and conditions that led to the first living organisms are still hotly debated. Most scientists agree that life likely began around 3.5 to 4 billion years ago, in a world that was very different from the one we know today. Back then, Earth was a much harsher place, with a young, unstable atmosphere and oceans filled with various chemicals, some of which were crucial for the formation of life. The prevailing theory is that life began with simple molecules combining to form more complex organic compounds, eventually leading to the first self-replicating molecules. These self-replicating molecules, perhaps similar to RNA, are thought to have been the precursors to life. Over time, these molecules would have become more complex, eventually forming the first simple cells. From there, life would have evolved, adapting to the changing environment and giving rise to the incredible diversity of life we see today. But what made this process possible? It's believed that several factors were crucial in the emergence of life. The right chemical ingredients. Life requires a specific set of chemicals, including water, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur. These elements are essential for building the complex molecules that make up living organisms. Energy sources. Life needs energy to drive chemical reactions. On early Earth, this energy likely came from several sources, including sunlight, lightning, and volcanic activity. A stable environment. Life needs a stable environment in which to evolve. Early Earth provided such an environment, with its oceans acting as a protective buffer against the harsh conditions of space. Time life didn't emerge overnight. It likely took hundreds of millions of years for the first life forms to develop, with countless chemical reactions occurring in the primordial soup of early Earth. Understanding these factors is key to grasping why life might not be able to re-emerge if it were to disappear. The conditions that allowed life to develop on early Earth were unique, and recreating them might be impossible. Part 2. The fragility of life. Life on Earth is incredibly resilient, but it's also incredibly fragile. Throughout Earth's history, life has faced numerous challenges, from asteroid impacts and volcanic eruptions to climate change and mass extinctions. And yet, life has always found a way to survive, adapting to new conditions and evolving into new forms. However, the fact that life has survived up until now doesn't mean that it will continue to do so in the future. The conditions that allowed life to thrive in the past are not guaranteed to remain stable forever. In fact, there are several factors that could make it impossible for life to re-emerge if it were to disappear. Loss of key ingredients. The chemical elements and compounds that were crucial to the formation of life might not be as readily available in the future. For example, the depletion of essential nutrients in the oceans or the atmosphere could prevent the necessary chemical reactions from occurring. Extreme environmental conditions. Life on Earth has adapted to a relatively narrow range of environmental conditions. If those conditions were to change dramatically, for example, if the planet became too hot, too cold, or too acidic, it could prevent life from re-emerging. Loss of ecosystem services. Life on Earth depends on a complex web of interactions between different species and ecosystems. If that web were to be disrupted, for example, by the extinction of key species, it could make it difficult or impossible for life to re-establish itself. Depletion of energy. Sources. Life needs energy to survive. If the energy sources that fueled the emergence of life in the past were to become depleted, for example, if the sun were to become too dim or if geothermal activity were to cease, it could prevent life from re-emerging. The role of random chance. The emergence of life on Earth was likely a result of a series of highly improbable events. If any one of those events had not occurred, life might never have developed. The odds of all those events occurring again are astronomically low, making it unlikely that life would re-emerge if it were to disappear.